final part, I'm ready. Oh, God. Oh, I almost was choked. I guess I'd be lying if I said I didn't get any sleep. No, yeah, he got no sleep. I can already tell. I tried to stay awake all night, but there were definitely gaps in my memory. I guess I kept nodding off and jerking awake in a panic all night. I spent all night hugging the What? I don't like... What does that mean? I don't know. Is this the resolution? I don't know. I'm scared. I know, obviously, this is the end of chapter 1, but I don't know what's coming after. That's what I don't know, right? Like, what's after... What's chapter 2? Like, I'm so, like... Ah! I spent all night hugging the metal baseball bat. That's a funny image. And sat on top of the futon. I used to barricade my door. Waiting. Watching just in case someone tried to break in through my window. If I left this spot, someone would... Oh, hold on. I'm getting a phone call. Give me like 10 seconds. Off. You can say it now, though.
Hi, stream. What's good, my amigos?
Yeah, we're about to finish up the chapter soon. That's why I was like, fuck. I was like, screw it. I'm just gonna finish it tonight.
Oh, I hear one of those.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, super dope, man. Alright, man. I'm gonna be watching in the background.
Alright.
Alright. Enjoy your stream game.
Alright, thanks. See ya. Alright, back to the stream. If I left this spot, someone would break through the door, setting the futon flying and attack me. Wait, what? Oh, I thought he meant that they were gonna take the futon and attack him with it. I got so confused. If I stopped watching the window, someone break through the glass and oh, I know. Wait, you just said that. I tried telling myself I was just being paranoid, but I couldn't sleep. The thought of being so vulnerable scared the living daylights out of me. I thought he was talking like he was about to get attacked by the futon. I got so confused. Wow, English. If sleep meant taking that risk, I didn't need it. It was so much better to just stay awake. At some point during that endless cycle of nodding off and jolting awake, light began to shine outside, but that was it. It wasn't so much the morning as it was just the sun simply having risen. I snuck a peek out through the curtains. Rena was gone. I couldn't see her anywhere, no matter how hard I looked. Finally, I could breathe a deep sigh of relief. The night was finally over. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't tired, but I didn't feel like sleeping at the moment. I still had time, but I needed to make my own breakfast, so I'd better get started soon. How is my cut on my hand doing? I don't even feel it anymore, but I cut my hand. Oh, there it is. Okay, that's not a bad cut. I cut it when I dropped my headphones. Skipping school is also an option. Oh, yeah. Lack of sleep can definitely cause hallucinations. He could be, like, hallucinating everything at this point. I don't even know. With my mom gone, it'd be easy to play hooky. Hooky? Honestly, I debated it. What does that mean, hooky? I don't know what that is. The risk involved in leaving my house was incalculable. So staying holed up in here was probably my safest option. I mean, yeah, but it wouldn't solve anything. Yeah, there we go. But staying here wouldn't solve anything. Oishi-san wouldn't help me without cold, hard evidence. Oh, I think... Did I skip... Oh, no, okay. I thought I skipped that. Neither he, nor my parents. So unless I found some sort of proof, those relentless nights would never end. I stretched my body, tilted my head back, and closed my eyes, just like I did every morning. I regulated my breathing, and regained my senses. Calm down, Keiichi Maibara. Let's go to school. Is that what it means? It's definitely hold on, I gotta look that up now. Hooky definition. Having immediate appeal and easy to remember. Oh, no. Okay, that was the wrong one. That was the... No, yeah, to be away from school without permission. Okay, I read the wrong one. Let's wait until they set their trap for me. But that didn't mean I was just going to twiddle my thumbs. I needed to avoid that trap and secure irrefutable information. Take note of the plates of any car that drives by. If I see someone suspicious, check their clothes and face. I wasn't just protecting myself, I was preparing myself to turn their attack against them and retaliate. The tension was similar to when two samurai were both aiming to slay each other with a single motion as they drew their katanas. I was not at a disadvantage. I'm not so sure about that, but thumbs up, I guess. I would have a chance to retaliate. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? It's like, they're talking about, like, split personalities, but I'm starting to think he has one. Like, why does he keep referring to himself by, like, his full name? It's like, calm down, Keiichi Maebara. It's like he's talking to himself. I don't know. Like, I think there's definitely some, like, split personality going on here. I think it retained... I think that tip was, like, it was meant for, like, Rena and Keiichi. I feel like they both... Oh, God, it's just weird. Like, a little bit, like... I would have a chance to retaliate. I finally felt a bit of courage growing in my chest. Alright, let's go to school. I tightened my grip on Satoshi's bat. He was the only partner I could count on. Huh, yeah, Satoshi, you sure can help me. Satoshi, please lend me your strength. And entrust your dying regrets to me, since you were probably murdered. What the fuck? What is this line? No, this... I swear, this game... It just keeps giving me, like, the best lines. And entrust your dying regrets to me, since you were probably murdered. What does that mean? Yeah, I could definitely see it. It's definitely some escapism going on here. They brought up an excellent point of escapism. It's like, yeah, it's like... What did they say? I already forgot. Wow. It was like, yeah, like, it's just like, yeah. It's... I can definitely see it, like... I don't know, though. It's yeah. They're definitely strange. It's hard to, like, figure out what they mean. Because, like, even the own main character is confusing me at this point. Like, I'm so confused. I'll make sure I dispel them. With renewed resolve, I checked the clock. It was still early. Of course, I was going to start by myself. Oh, wow. I was going to start by myself today? I was going to school by myself today. If I didn't want to run into Rena or Mion, I needed to leave now. Oh, that's right. I forgot we didn't go to school with them. I'm so used to going to school with them that, like, it's just like, it's weird. The shattered fragments of the cupboard were still strewn all over the entryway. Right. I meant to clean that up last night, but never got around to it with the whole phone call and everything, and Rena trying to break in. She had that hat. Oh, man. I'm glad she didn't have a hatchet with her there. If my parents came back and saw this while I was at school, I would never hear the end of it. Still, I'd be wasting time if I cleaned it up right now. And considering what would happen if I ran into Rena or Mion, yeah, we want to avoid them at all costs, because it's definitely nearing the end. It wouldn't be too late to clean it up after I got back home. Making extra certain that the doors were locked, I left the house. Oh, here's a slightly wholesomer soundtrack. It's been a while. My uniform was still covered in mud from yesterday, so I left it in the washer. Today I was going to school in a tracksuit. By wearing a different outfit this morning, my mind was forced to accept that today was different from yesterday. I had a hunch. Today might be the day I get killed. I know! I'm so confused! Like, I'm just in the habit of running into Rena or Mion in the morning, so it's like, oh god, it's weird. Today might be the day I get killed. Keiichi, stop raising your death flags. Keep your guard up, Keiichi Maebara. The only one who gets to decide if today is my last is me. We haven't seen Sadako and Rika in a while. I feel like, oh no, what am I talking about? We literally saw them like 2 days ago. Right? No, yeah. I spent the morning practicing my swing like it's my natural routine. We haven't seen, yeah, man, where's Sadako and Rika at? I want to see them at least one more time before the chapter ends. After a while, Rena arrived at school. Our eyes met, but we said nothing. Rena said nothing about last night. As if it never happened. But I could see that those events were real by those wounds carved into her fingers, Okay, so at least he wasn't hallucinating that. But I mean, what could he be hallucinating? Is he even hallucinating? I don't know. I just heard her telling Sadako and the others that the bandage was from hurting herself in the kitchen. Huh. Are they all just avoiding me? I guess. Yeah. I mean, I guess they're avoiding me now. Though it wasn't like it bothered me. The details that Oishi-san shared about Rena's incident before her transfer played vividly in my mind. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Not that I knew about it. Now that I knew about it, I couldn't even dream of Rena as a cute, ideal girl. I know. It feels like it's been like 10 days. Like, I'm missing all, like, the other characters. Oh, hey. Speaking of...
相変わらず甲子園一直線だね。
Like, oh, man. Like, Mion, you're, like, suspicious. What are you doing here? But I feel like... No, can I really call Mion suspicious? I feel like right now it's really Rena. Like, I get it. Like, Mion was weird, like, the other day. But she hasn't done anything. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, she hasn't really done anything to really, like, warrant my oh my god. I can't say suspicion. Oh my god. Like, words. Failure. Anyway. Yeah, like, she hasn't really done anything to really, like, draw my, like, attention. It's like... I know he's suspicious of Rena and Mion, like, the most, but, like, it's really just Rena. I haven't heard anything bad about Mion other than, like, what? She got into some scuffles with, like, the damn people, like, what? 5 years ago at this point? I don't know what to believe. Okay, anyway, I just realized I've been rambling on about whatever. Kei-chan, I see you're still aiming for the Nationals. It was Mion. I had already sensed her approach, so I wasn't that surprised.
Mion か。
Oh, Mion.
分かってるなら放っておいてくれよ。
Wow, cold. Much? If you understand, then leave me alone.
俺は甲子園で忙しいんだ。
I'm busy practicing. I gave her a curt reply without my usual jokes. Then I gave the bat an even larger swing, tactily keeping Mion from getting any closer. Yeah.
ケイちゃんさ、ちょっと休憩。
Hey, Kei-chan, take it easy. I think Mion got the message, but she still urged me to give it a rest. Yeah, see, like, you're not acting weird. I'm confused.
ホームルームまであとちょっとだろ。
Homeroom's not that far off, is it?
もう一汗かかせてくれよ。
Like, you were one of my favorites before, like, it started, but, like, now it's like, oh, man. I don't know. I haven't seen you a lot, so it's like, I'm confused. I've seen a lot of Rena focus. Let me finish practicing. You do look concerned, and, like, I don't know what it is, but I believe you more than I believe Rena in terms of concern. I feel like you're being genuine about it. I swung the bat even harder as a sign of my refusal.
ケイちゃんって野球好きだったっけ？
Oh, no. Are you about to say that baseball doesn't suit me now? Come on. Maybe Keiichi's just a baseball nerd. I don't know. Kei-chan, when did you get into baseball?
最近好きになった。
Just recently.
最近って昨日から？
Recently? You mean yesterday? That was yesterday?
分かってんなら聞くなよ。
Don't ask if you already know.
あれまあ。
Oh, dear.
スポーツマンにしては爽やかじゃないお返事だことで。
That's a very unsportsmanlike reply. Alright.
気が散る。
Oh, yep. I can tell he's mad now. You're distracting me.
放っておいてくれ。
Go away. I ignored Mion and kept swinging. Not getting mad. It's interesting. Normally she'd get mad or bored and leave if someone gave her the cold shoulder like this. But Mion just stood there, waiting patiently for me to stop swinging. Why are you playing the good friend card now, man? I didn't sense any hostility. But we were at school in plain view. I doubt she'd suddenly attack me here. Or was that too naive? Still, I was starting to get tired. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad to take a break. I know, like, he just flat out hates them. Like, he's just like, go away. And it's like, wow. Like, I feel, like, oh my god, it makes me feel bad. Like, Mion just, like, I don't know, like, I guess, like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Brenda's been the only one that's been, like, seriously, like, suspicious. Like, this chapter, like, Mion's been weird, but, like, I can accept it as, like, I don't know. Some stuff. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't so bad to take a break and hear her out.
何か用なんだろう。
You didn't need me for something, right?
なんだよ。
What is it? Sweat poured from me as I stopped swinging. I noticed my shoulders were heaving as I breathed. I cursed my lack of exercise. Well, you're getting exercise from this. At this rate, I might not be able to move as needed when the time came. Oh, surely not. Surely it's not a sad story. I should probably keep practicing my swings to build stamina, in addition to the excuse for carrying the bat around with me.
用ってわけでもないけどさ。
Well, it's nothing important.
お疲れのようなら後にするけど。
If you're tired, I can ask again later?
今でいい。
That was fine. Oli-san. Wow, I'm only dealing with you right now because I judge this situation to be safe. Like, the way his, like, yeah, like, the way he thinks now, like, it's so different. Like, it is weird. It's like, wow. It's just so cold and, like, pissed. Talking to you alone and away from others? That's out of the question. Wow. I mean, Mion, like, what has Mion done, right? Like,
さ。
oh, now you're giving me the sad eyes. Man! Stop pulling at my heartstrings like this. Mion was uncharacteristically trying to choose her words. But unlike Oishi-san, it didn't look like she was going to talk about something I'd rather not hear. Mion was puzzled, trying to find the right thing to say. But then she gave a hearty laugh to break herself out of that mire.
おじさんダメだわ、こういうの。
This old man's just no good at this stuff.
ボキャ品は辛いわ。
Having a poor vocabulary hurts.
なんだよ、突然。
Wow, he just sounds so done with her. Like, what's this all of a sudden? Like, wow.
言いたいことがあるならはっきりと言えよ。
If you have something to say, just say it. Oh no.
やめてよ。
Oh, and the music stops. Okay, stop it.
素振り。
Stop that swinging. She cut straight to the point. Her request was so frank, I didn't understand it for a moment. I had already stopped swinging to listen to her, didn't I?
ちゃんとやめてるだろ。
I just stopped, didn't I?
じゃなくて、
That's not what I meant.
今日で終わりにしてほしいの。
I want today to be the last day you swing that bat. I mean, yeah, he did. Casey is a bit pretentious, but like, it's just like, it's like heightened a lot here. I want today to be the last day you swing that bat. No?
悪いけど。
I'm sorry. It took me some time to understand what she was asking for. What's wrong with swinging a bat?
なんでだよ。
Why, because of Satoshi? Let me guess, you know too, but you're not gonna tell me? Why?
余計なお世話だよ。
It's none of your business, is it?
別に誰にも迷惑かけてないだろ。
I'm not bothering anyone, am I?
かけてる。
Wow. You are. Like, okay? Mion said it flat out. Wow, that actually almost like, ah! That actually, I don't know why, but that pissed me off for a moment, the way she said that. Like, you are. Like, ah. Mion said it flat out. This didn't make any sense, and that was really irritating.
俺がいつ誰に迷惑をかけたよ。
When did I bother anybody? Are you just making this up? Mion was at a loss for words. Okay, so it's just you. But she finally made up her mind and spoke. Though she stuttered as she said it.
だってさ、ケイちゃん、それ、人のバットだしさ。
It is. Like, like, it's hard to watch as Casey and Mion's friendship fall apart. Because, like, I believe in it, you know? Like, I believe in it. I believe in it. It's like, I believe in almost all their friendships. So just, like, seeing it fall apart, it's like, Because, like, it's just like, you know, Mion's been weird. But, like, it's like, it's not as weird as Rena. And it's like, I don't know. Maybe it's just like, I don't know. Because, Kei-chan, that's someone else's bat.
無断借用は悪いし。
You shouldn't borrow without permission.
転校した生徒の忘れ物だろ。
It was left behind by a student who transferred, right?
本人が取りに来るまで借りてるだけだよ。
I'm just borrowing until he comes back for it.
ああ、まあね。転校したし。
Huh? Ah, yeah, he transferred. No, okay. When you say it like that, you know what happened to him. Mion grew uncharacteristically flustered. Oh my god. It's hard to breathe through my nose all of a sudden. They made it all too clear that his transfer was a lie. Yeah, I figured.
でも変わってるよな。
But, Oh, well, I don't like that tone he just took. But strange, isn't it?
兄貴だけ転校なんだろ
For the older brother to transfer by himself
妹は転校しなかったんだろ
while his little sister stayed behind? Mion couldn't hide her reaction as my wood shook her. My I said. She couldn't hide her reaction as my woods shook her up. No, it's words, bro. I can't say words.
ケイちゃん、知ってたの？
Keishan, you knew? You look serious now.
北条聡
Satoshi Hojo.
聡子の兄貴だろ
Sadako's older brother, right?
去年鬼隠しにあって消えた
The one demoned away last year. Unable to respond to that, Mion fell silent.
レナにも言われた
Rena asked the same thing.
なんで素振りを始めたのかってな
Why did you start swinging that bat?
サトシもやってたんだってな
She told me Satoshi did the same thing,
素振り
practicing his swings,
それも失踪の直前に
right before he went missing.
これってさお社様のたたりに合う前兆ってわけなのか
So, is this kind of omen for... Is this some kind of omen for Oyashiro-sama's curse? Mion panicked and looked around.
頼むよ、ケイちゃん。お社様の話はうかつにしないでよ。
Please, Kei-chan, don't mention Oyashiro-sama so recklessly.
私はそんなに信じてないからいいけどさ、他のみんなはすごく信じてる。
I don't believe in him, but the others very much do.
レナなんかやばいくらいに。
Rena especially. Well, I figured that.
やばいくらいに
Dangerously so. What do you know?
とにかく。
Oh, that's a new face, I think. I don't think I've seen this one. Anyway,
みんな怖がってるんだよ。
you're scaring everyone.
もしもこれが悪ふざけならやめな。
Do you really think after all this time I'm fooling around, Mion? Either way, like, Mion. If you're fooling around, then stop it.
サトシの真似は絶対にやめて。
You have to stop acting like Satoshi. He doesn't even know who he is. I was the one who was scared. Who do I have to thank for taking up this bat in the first place? But it still unsettled me knowing that my actions were overlapping with Satoshi's. It would be one thing if someone suggested it, but I thought I was making my own decisions.
先に言っとく
I'll say this now.
俺はサトシのことは何も知らない
I don't know anything about Satoshi.
みんなが隠してたからな
After all, you didn't tell me anything about him. Exactly, like... Why are you getting mad at me for things I don't know?
隠してたってわけじゃ。
You didn't mean to hide it. No, you very much didn't mean to hide it. Don't lie. No, you... Multiple times. Okay, I would understand if you didn't tell me when I didn't ask you. But, like, okay. Like, when I asked you something about it, you're like, oh, no, didn't happen, right? And it's like, okay, but you lied to me. That's different, right? Like, if I didn't ask you, it wouldn't be a problem. But the fact that I asked you and then you lied to me, that's just because it's a whole different issue. You clearly intended to hide it from me. And it's like, I don't know.
毎年起こる事件のこと隠してたろ
You were hiding the incidents that happened every year, weren't you? I mean, I can understand that one. You didn't want to, like, freak him out or anything, but, like... I'd still, like... Come on, right?
それは、ケイちゃんを。
Yeah, okay. Like I thought. That's because we didn't want to,
怖がらせたくなかったってのか
I guess, yeah. I guess I can see. I don't know. Maybe... I don't know. You didn't want to scare me?
それが理由で俺だけのけ者かよ
That's your reason for leaving me out?
いや、そんなつもりじゃ。
No, we didn't mean to...
ミオンに直にダム現場で事件がなかったかって聞いたよな
Mion, I asked you directly if something happened at the dam, didn't I?
ミオンはないって言ったじゃないか
You told me nothing happened.
バラバラ殺人があったのによ
Well, someone was dismembered and murdered. Why did that voice clip sound different?
嘘つき野郎
You lied to me.
ごめん。嘘ってわけじゃ。
Oh no, I can get that one. No, I can get that one. I can get that one. No, I can 100% get that one. I didn't mean about Satoshi. I meant about, like, really early on, they were talking about, like, the damn stuff. That's what I was referring to. My bad. I didn't clarify that. But like, yeah, no, I can understand. I can understand that. You know what? Yeah, no. Keiichi's in the wrong about that. About Satoshi. I'll admit that easily. It's more like, yeah, like it's just something you don't bring up in general. Like you're not gonna bring it up. Like, no, yeah, my bad. I messed up. I didn't like clarify that.
仲間ってのは隠し事なんかなしだろ
Friends don't hide things from each other, right?
そうだろ
Isn't that right?
じゃあお前らは仲間じゃない
You all aren't my friends. Wow, okay. I mean... Oh, man, I can start to see the flaws here. It's like, yeah... Like, there's some things we just hide from each other, you know? Like, I don't tell my friends everything. Yeah. It's definitely a sore subject, but, like, Mion can't get mad at him over something that Keiichi doesn't know. Like, they're both... No one's at fault, but, like, yeah, like... Mion can't really tell him, hey, don't act like Satoshi when he doesn't even know him or, like, anything about him. He didn't know he existed until, like, he found out on his own. But, like, yeah, also Keiichi's like, yeah... You can't expect them to tell him when it's like, yeah... That was their friend, and that was, like, also Sadako's brother, yeah. It's like, I get it, like, he's a kid, but, like, it's a bit naive, I don't know.
ケイちゃん、そんなのって。
Kei-chan, Mion looked helpless and flustered. Was I imagining the tears in her eyes? I never could have imagined Mion acting like this.
ああ、それに、先日の見舞いのおはぎ。あれ、うまかったぜ。血が出るかと思った。
Wow, okay, just casually bringing it up now. Oh, by the way, those get well mochi you brought the other day, they were good. I thought I was going to bleed.
やったのはどっちだ
Who did it?
お前か
You?
レナか
Or Rena? Who was it?
私。
Oh, it was you! I thought it was Rena. Yeah, I don't know if it's right to blame anyone in this situation. I feel like it's just like, yeah, they're kids. See, like, yeah, like, I guess, like, I didn't really think about it so much, but it's like they're kids, right? Like, they just don't know what to do. Like, they're not adults who can rationally, like, think about situations like this. This is like a 13, 14-year-old kid who's assuming he's going to be murdered when we don't even know if that's true. That's from his point of view. Like, he is so certain he's going to be murdered, but it's like, do we even want to believe? Is that even true? Like, it's just like, there's multiple, like, perspectives and, like, things that he just, like, that they just, like, don't understand. And I think that's definitely, like, an issue. It's like, this is taking place with, like, middle schoolers, I'm pretty sure. I think they're, like, 13, 14 in the story. Like, yeah, like, Mion... I think, yeah, no, Mion's the oldest. I think she's, like, 14. Keiichi and Ren are, like, 13. And then Sadako and Rika are, like, even younger than that. So it's like, yeah, it's just, like... It's just, like, it's difficult. Like, it's really hard to, like, figure it out. Yeah, secret, suspicion, doubt, forgiveness. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's like, it's just, she admitted it so easily. I'm surprised Mion did it, though. I couldn't help but be surprised at how easy that was.
死ぬかもしれなかったんだぞ
You could have killed me.
仲間にあんな真似をするのかよ
How could you do that to a friend?
そんな。ちょっとしたいたずらじゃん。
But it was just a little prank. A prank? Mion. Okay, I'm guessing this is another thing of innocence, but like, Mion, no. You don't put a sewing needle into there. Yeah, everything's like gray. It's not like, yeah, white or black. Mion gave me a wry smile mixed with confusion, causing even more anger to well up inside me. Mion, you put a sewing needle in that. That's not okay. I get we're like 14. But like, no. You think that was a prank? I grabbed Mion by the collar and lifted her up. Whoa! Keiichi, chill out. He grabbed her by the collar? Bro, no, this is like... Keiichi, you gotta chill, bro. That wasn't the same as putting Tabasco sauce in a piece of mochi. It was a needle. A sewing needle. If I had swallowed that and it lodged in my throat, what did she think would happen? Mion's face froze, her body's rattled in fear. Wow. This wasn't the Mio Sonozaki I knew anymore.
とにかく、
Anyways,
お前は仲間じゃない。
you're not my friend.
仲間じゃない奴の指図は、受ける言われはない。
There's no reason for me to listen to someone who's not my friend. Okay.
俺のことは当分放っておいてもらうぜ。
So just leave me alone for a while.
いいな。
Got it. Mion wasn't replying anymore.
俺を消そうとしても、簡単にはいかないからな。
Wow, he is just saying all of this to her. It won't be that easy to erase me, you know.
お前らは最初から警察に疑われてんだ。
The cops have been on to you from the start.
サトシを消せたように、簡単に消せると思うなよ。
So don't think you can make me disappear like you did Satoshi. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's like Keiichi, he's got his flaws. I said it clearly. This was my declaration of war.
俺も過去の事件は、お前らが怪しいと思ってる。
Wow, he is just saying everything. He does not care. Bro, no wonder this is the end. Like, he's just saying everything up in the air. Like, God. I think you guys were suspects in the previous incidents too. Really?
ダムの反対運動の時から、お前が警察の世話になってたことも、よく知ってる。
In the previous incidents. What does he mean by that? Are they saying that, like, each year, because they're connected, they killed them? Like, are we saying Sadako murdered, like, everybody? I'm confused what he means by this. I'm probably wrong. But if he's right, then that's just Keiichi. No. I also know you spent a lot of time with the cops ever since the anti-dam movement.
隠しきれてると思うなよ。いいな。
Oh, whoops, I don't even know right. Oh, don't think you can hide it from me. Got that?
どうして、そんなことまで。
How did you know? Mio stood there with a dumbstruck look on her face. That was when I heard the principal ringing the bell for school. It was time for morning homeroom.
行こうぜ。
Let's go.
委員長がいないとまずいだろ。
The class representative needs to be there, right?
ん？
Huh? At that moment, for the first time, I realized that Mion was sobbing as tears ran down her. Oh, man. Yeah, Keiichi. Wow. Oh, man. It's just like, I don't think he understands how much, like, I get he's angry, but, like, Keiichi, you just said so many messed up things that, like, I'm surprised she's not angry like you. Like, it's just like messed up. Like, now I just feel bad I made her cry now, and it's like, oh, I really can't suspect you, Mio. Like, I could with Rena, but with, like, Mio, I can't do it. Like, you're pulling at my heartstrings. I just can't believe it. Like, I don't know what it is. I just can't doubt Mio, but it's like, oh.
ひどいよ、ケイちゃん。
Man, why do you gotta make me feel this way? You're so mean, Kei-chan. Me, I wanted to console her, but I shut my mouth. Keiichi! I had no need to feel guilty. Really? None?
俺、行くぜ。
I'm going.
ホームルーム遅れるなよ。
Don't be late for homeroom. I left Mio, still shaking, as I turned around to head for the entrance. That is just... wow, okay. I had no idea how troubling it was to make a girl cry. Behind my back, I could hear her muttering. It was a faint mutter as she was speaking to herself. Oh, man. Why?
そっか。
Huh? So that's how it is.
え？
Hmm? She wasn't saying it to anyone. This is Mio talking to herself. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to the heartbreak that awaits me. But it was a sobbing voice that had a kind of giddy, cursing tone. Oh no. Don't do the eyes. Don't do like the weird eyes that Rena and you have. I inadvertently stopped and turned back towards her. Oh! Whoa, whoa, whoa.
全部バラしたの。
So it was that
あの野
bastard.
郎か。
He leaked it all to Kei-chan. She balled up her fists as her tears continued to rain down. She glared at a spot at the ground with a terrifying, yet smiling, cursing. A chill ran down my spine from that demonic expression. Oh no, bro. Okay, Mion. This transformation, Mion's transformation was different from Rena's. I could tell.
あの時、殺しとくんだったな。
Whoa, excuse me? Okay, and then you just... Okay, just throw everything I had out the window. Okay. I should have killed him back then.
今年で定年だからって、容赦してやった恩も忘れやがって。
He forgot the mercy I showed him just because he was going to retire this year. No way, retiring this year. Was she talking about Oishi-san? No, yeah, she definitely knows it at this point.
畜生あのじじい
Damn it, I'm gonna kill her.
絶対に殺してやる
Oh, that little sound at the end. I can't do it. That damn old man. It felt like the air itself had begun distorting. With Mion at the center, the world had begun to twist and spiral. Bending. Whirling. This was the first time I experienced such a visage. Yeah, no. I did not think of Mion was capable of looking so hateful there. Rise! Attention! Mion made up an excuse for her red eyes by saying there was something wrong with her contacts. Contacts? After that, neither Rena nor Mion spoke to me for the rest of the day. Neither Sadako nor Rika-chan looked me in the eye. Strangely, I didn't feel hurt. Everything had just went back to the way it was. The months since I transferred in had been almost too much fun. That was all. School was supposed to be something like this to begin with. Really? I should have just liked that feeling, but today felt oddly refreshing. Oh boy. The bell rung, sounding the end of the monotonous school day, which had felt so tense yet so dull. Since it would cause a lot of unpleasant memories that they asked me to join into the club activities, I promptly started preparing to go home without even looking at them. I stuffed the contents of my desk into my bag, wrapped my hand around Satoshi's now familiar bat, and began heading towards the entrance. Yeah, I don't know. He's definitely in some sort of denial here. I was assailed by both the exhausting relief that nothing had happened today and the tiring possibility of the same thing repeating tomorrow. But deep down inside me, far beneath, in the recesses of my heart, achingly, I knew this would be the last day of this cycle. I mean, yeah, you only, declared all that, yeah. No, this is, it. This is, do or die. I couldn't tell how the ending would be. Whether it would end as I wished it to end, or if it would end as I hoped it wouldn't. Regardless, in my current state, there was something more important than how things would end. There was something I wanted to know. Why did I have to be killed? How did it come to this? Why? For what purpose? The sunlight was relentless. Wow, okay. The sun, the heat, even the air. They wouldn't give me my answers. Or could it be that the cries of the Higurashi were desperately trying to tell me something? Somewhere mixed in with their shrieks, Tomitake-san and Satoshi were also probably trying to tell me something. Wow, when was the last time we've heard Tomitake-san? It's been we haven't heard him once in these almost near 5 hours, and even before that, it was a few hours before that as well. Wow, okay. Yeah, why did it come to this? I simply haven't been able to realize it yet. When I do realize it, I wonder if I will be amongst the Higurashi fruitlessly crying to the next victim. Glancing down at my feet, I saw the Higurashi on his back, spasming weakly. There was still much of the summer left, yet this one was already chirping its last song. I couldn't tell what it was saying, no matter how hard I listened. But I had to try. I had to try to listen to what it was desperately trying to tell me. At that moment, the shrills of the Higurashi ceased all at once. As if they had huddled together, fearing that the person who brought them to their dreadful fate had arrived. Oh boy, that line. There was no mistaking it. It will all be over very soon when the Higurashi cry. Oh yeah. When they cry, it's gonna be over. A presence was approaching. Sign of footsteps was almost non-existent. The Higurashi hadn't warned me by ending their chirping, I wouldn't have noticed. My exhaustion left me in a heartbeat. In its place was a rush of adrenaline that sharpened all of my senses. I was just barely able to hold back that creeping, suffocating feeling of horror. It wasn't something I could hold back for long. But in this moment when I needed to be razor sharp, I was able to retain my composure. I wasn't going to shout like I did yesterday. I hid myself calmly amongst the trees, waiting for my pursuer's shadow. Could I get them to pass by me? No, since I was able to hear their footsteps, they were probably also able to hear mine. They might have already begun to tell that I had hidden myself and I was holding my breath. The person tailing me, was it Rena, just like yesterday? If it was Rena, I wouldn't hold back. I could just yell at her and make her go ahead like yesterday. I don't know about that. If it wasn't Rena, it would depend on how they acted, I guess. The footsteps ambled closer. I swallowed, wiped my clammy hands on my pants, and readjusted the grip on the bat. I could tell that the fear that I had beaten back was now waiting for another opening to come at me. Who could it be? I peeked out from behind the tree at the person following me. I know! I feel like some horrors, like, they just don't do it properly. Just like, the tragedy and, like, the care about the relationships, like, some just don't do it. I peeked out from behind the tree at the person following me. Whoa! My imagination hadn't led me astray. It was Rena. Yeah, what is that metal thing I'm seeing there? Is that a... There was a bit of relief as I realized it was someone I knew, but that feeling left me in an instant. This wasn't the same Rena that I knew. Her eyes were dark and lifeless. Oh, okay, those eyes. But her mouth appeared as if it was carved into a crescent, yes. It was like she was grinning slightly. In her right hand, oh, was the hatchet. Yep, there. We were joking about Rena cutting up people with hatchets with Tometake-san earlier. How is this not weird? No, like, okay, I could, like, what's the word? I could make excuses for some things with like that, but why are you carrying a hatchet with you? There's no world you're carrying a hatchet to come talk to me normally. I hid myself behind the tree once again and recalled the unbelievable sight I just saw. What was that just now? The embodiment of terror laid bare. Baseball, practicing my swing. There were tons of excuses for me to be carrying a bat, but yeah, none for a hatchet. But for that hatchet, there was no excuse for that. Hatchet, just like that?
Keiichi-kun.
Keiichi-kun.
かくれんぼかなかな
Are you playing hide and seek? I wonder. Why do you have a hatchet? My heart was pounding. Hard enough that I had trouble breathing. What little composure I had been able to hold on to was now crushed. In its place, cold sweat gushed forth, covering my entire body, letting me know precisely what kind of emotion had taken hold. Not good, not good, not good. I wasn't able to hide myself completely. She already knew I was here. Baseball bat versus hatchet. Who would win? I don't know, actually. Oh god, my nose got stuffy all of a sudden. She already knew I was here.
レナを驚かせようとしたのかなかな
You're trying to scare me? I wonder, Rena. Like, the more you do this, like, it's just like, how can I excuse you at this point, Rena? What am I supposed to do? You do all that yesterday, and now today you're carrying a hatchet. Like, what world am I supposed to say? Yeah, you know, you're cool, you know? Like, no. How am I supposed to trust you when you got, like, all that? I decided that it would be better to reveal myself now, since there was still space between us, than to allow Rena to come any closer. I adjusted my grip on the bat again, readied myself mentally, and stepped out from behind the tree. That is a long laugh. Oh god. Yeah, this just looks demonic. Oh my god. And this one...
圭一くん 見つけた。
Okay, yeah. Make yourself look any less suspicious, I guess. I found you, Keishi-kun. Rena was pleased that she found me, eliciting a mysterious giggle. Her mouth was smiling, but her eyes told me she was displeased by the fact that I had been hiding. Those eyes, they were just so empty. My legs began to quiver. Ah, not good. In the pit of my stomach, some sort of vicious, hot, and cold substance began spreading around. If I allowed it, that substance would slip into my bloodstream and undoubtedly freeze all the organs of my body. Not good, not good. I'll be devoured by Rena at this rate. Strike back. Don't lose.
何の用だよ
What is it? I blustered, hiding behind my bravado. He suddenly can do a lot of that. But Rena didn't flinch one bit.
ケイチ君と同じ。
Just the same as Keishi-kun.
帰り道だよ。
I'm heading home with my hatchet in hand.
じゃあそのナタは何だよ
Then what about that hatchet?
じゃあケイチ君のそのバットは何なのかな。
Then what about that bat you're holding? I can make an excuse why I'm holding a bat. Why are you carrying a hatchet?
俺は素振りで
I'm practicing my swing.
じゃあレナは宝探しなの。
Oh, bullshit. No, you're not treasure hunting. I don't like cursing, especially like, oh my god. But like, no, that is just, no. Don't give me that excuse. Gave a flippant explanation as to why she had such a fearsome weapon.
宝探し
Treasure hunting?
ダム現場の宝の山にね、また新しいかいいのを見つけたの。
At the treasure mountain near the dam site, I found a new cute thing.
だからね、それを発掘するために必要なの。
So I needed this to dig it out.
信じるかよそんなの
How could I believe that?
信じないよね。
You wouldn't believe it, would you? Why are yeah? See, like no, your trust has gone out the window a long time ago. But yeah, no, don't get near me. Like it's fight you get near me. Rena's laugh was obviously very strange. I'd seen Rena's transformation many times before, but the one today was completely different. Like her mischievous tone and the shrewd glint in her eyes. It wasn't something that roundabout. I'm not sure what to say. It was just so obvious.
待ってよ、ケイチ君。
Hey, Keiichi-kun. Why do you keep laughing like that? Rena didn't stop walking, even as she let out that eerie laugh. Whenever Rena got too close to me, I would scurry away and turn back towards her. This cycle repeated over and over. No matter how you looked at it, I was being chased by Rena and was trying to escape.
ついてくるなよ
Don't follow me!
それはできない相談だよ。
I can't do that.
レナの家もこっちだもん。
My house is this way after all. I don't know, and that's the thing, right? Like, it's just so obvious that it's like, it's making me question it. When I met with Rena on this road yesterday, she cowered and trembled as she followed my commands. But no, today she's ready to cut me in two. But today was different. Rena didn't show a hint of trepidation. Actually, wasn't I the one who was cowering? Yeah, I was about to say, Keiichi, you were the one cowering, even if you were trying to swing that. If the way home for Rena and me was the same, that's fine. I'd change my route. That'd work out, wouldn't it? I turned onto a side street I'd never been down and knew little about. Oh, that's a bad idea. But Rena saw me do that and followed me while laughing. Okay, Rena. You see, for a moment there, the game gave you, you know, you're going to your house. Okay, now you're following me. Why? Why? Aren't you going home? You just go home down the street you normally do. Why would you follow me down this weird little side road? Those thoughts screamed in my head, eventually spilling out of my mouth.
どうしてついてくるんだよ
Why are you following me? The tone of my voice was already tinged with terror.
ケイチ君とお話ししたいから。
You just said you're going treasure hunting. Because I wanted to talk to Keiichi-kun.
ケイチ君もレナとお話ししたいんじゃないかな。
Keiichi-kun wants to talk to Rena too, doesn't he? Doesn't he? Like, whether or not this is like, he's hallucinating all of this, like, does she not understand? I mean, look, you saw how frightened he was yesterday. I don't understand why she wants to talk to him today. Like, you're like, it's like, I don't think she understands, like, he is freaking out, and he has been freaking out, and she's still pushing him so far to the brink that it's like, I don't know.
俺は何も話したいことなんかない。
I don't want to talk about anything with you.
嘘だよね。
It's a lie, isn't it?
相談したいこときっとあるはずだよ。
It's something you want to ask me about, isn't there?
ない。
Not at all.
レナと話すことなんか何もないよ。
I had nothing to talk to you about.
嘘だよね。
That's a lie, isn't it? Like,
嘘じゃないよ。
what is with? Oh, that's a lie. No, it's not a lie. It is a lie. Like, oh my god. So many times. Again? That didn't even scare me. Why? That didn't even get me that time, bro. I was looking at my phone for a split second. Rena's scream echoed, startling some nearby birds into flight. What is with you always screaming at me? Where's his face? No, hold on. Oh, wow. Okay. What does this one look like? Ah. These all look terrifying. This one looks like the worst. I cringed in fear. The only other thing I could do was increase my pace.
お話ししようよ、ケイチ君。
Does she not understand how far she's pushing him by, like, doing all this?
お話。
Talk.
お話。
How was I running down an unfamiliar and deserted street?
ケイチ君には悩んでることがあるんじゃないかな。
If he does, then why are you pushing him so hard on it? Doesn't Keiichi-kun have something he's worried about?
ないよ。
Nothing at all.
何も悩んでない。
He's not worried about anything.
嘘だ
Even though I was running, even though Rena was walking, I wasn't like, getting any farther away.
わかるよ。わかる。
I know.
レナはわかるよ。
I really do know.
怖いんだよね、ケイチ君。
Oh, wow, Rena. You're scared, aren't you, Keiichi-kun? Oh, I don't know.
怖くなんかない。
I'm not scared.
何も怖いことなんか。
I'm not scared of anything.
嘘だ
Why does she keep screaming lies over and over again? I know, right? Oh, I can't see it. Fuck, what am I doing? I was trying to look like Rena was right there on the screen. My breathing grew heavy, and it felt like my legs were giving out from beneath me. Rena wasn't even breaking a sweat.
レナだけは相談に乗ってあげられるよ。
I'll listen.
今度こそ乗ってあげられる。
This time I'll listen. It's a little too late, Rena. I had no idea what she was talking about, or what exactly she wanted to do.
今度こそ相談に乗ってあげられる。
This time I'll listen.
サトシ君の時とは違うもの。
It definitely exaggerates it a little bit. This time I'll listen. It'll be different from the time with Satoshi-kun. Okay, so yeah, like I thought, you were lying about him. You literally knew him. When she said Satoshi, oh no, that's right. I already knew that. Face palm. When she said Satoshi's name, I turned back for a moment. But even as I did that, Rena was still advancing. I couldn't afford to stop.
サトシ君も悩んでた。
Satoshi-kun was worried too.
辛そうだった。
It looked like he was having such a hard time.
でもレナは相談に乗ってあげられなかった。
But I didn't listen.
とても悲しかった。
It was so sad. Where did the street connect to? All these twists and turns, up and downs. It was hard to believe that this was even remotely in the direction towards my house. My sense of direction had long since gone out the window.
サトシ君が転校しちゃった時ね、本当に後悔したんだよ。
I really regretted it when Satoshi-kun transferred out.
レナが相談に乗ってあげれば、サトシ君は転校せずに済んだかもしれないって。
I thought that if I had listened, he may not have transferred out.
すごく後悔した。
I really regretted that. The road led me deeper into the forest. Wasn't I getting further away from the village the more I ran? I lost more and more of my composure the more I thought about it. But despite this realization, my inner self was still disturbingly calm. What do you mean your inner self?
だからね、誓ったの。
So you see, I vowed.
もしもサトシ君みたいに苦しんでる人にもう一度会えたなら、レナが助けてあげようって。 もう人が転校するところは見たくないな。
Yeah, this feels real, but like, I don't know. Like her actions up till now, it's like, has it really helped me? So you see, I vowed that if there was someone struggling like Satoshi-kun did, I'd save them. I don't want to see anyone transfer out again. Damn it! What does transfer even mean? I won't let you transfer me. That sounds like a weird sentence. I won't end up the same as Satoshi.
さあ、ケイチくん、レナに話して。
Come on, Keiichi-kun, talk to me.
レナはきっとケイチくんを理解してあげられるよ。
I'll be able to understand you, Keiichi-kun.
レナだけはケイチくんの味方。
I'm your ally. I started wheezing, out of breath. My lungs were so hot that they felt like they were going to explode, and my heart was beating as hard as it possibly could. I should have practiced running instead of my swing. I couldn't even afford to scoff at that stupid thought.
悩みがなくなれば、きっとケイチくんも元通り。
Keiichi-kun doesn't have anything to worry about. He'll go back to normal.
みんなとも仲良しに戻れて、また楽しく部活ができるよ。
Everyone will be back to being friends and we can enjoy club activities again. It's a little too late.
今度は一緒に組んで、みーちゃんをやっつけようね。
Game? Oh, that confused me. I thought it glitched. Oh, if Keiichi-kun doesn't have anything to worry about, he'll go back to normal. Everyone will be back to being friends. We can join club activities again. Next time we'll team up and beat Mi-chan, and then really long laugh. Yeah, how much fun that would be. Rena couldn't even imagine how much I had wished I could turn back the clock on these past few days.
レナともきっと仲良しに戻れるよ。
You could be nice to me again too.
また一緒に宝探しに行きたいね。
I want to go searching for treasure again.
今度はお弁当も作っていくよ。
This time I'll prepare a nice lunch.
なんなら今から宝探しでもいいよ。
Okay. Actually, we could just go right now.
行こうよ。一緒にダム現場。
Let's go up to the dam site together.
見つけたばかりのかわいいの、ケイチくんにも見せてあげるね。
I'll show you the cute thing I just found.
きっとケイチくんも気に入るよ。
I'm sure you'll like it too. And then a really long laugh. My footsteps made pathetic flapping sounds. My legs wobbled and faltered. Hot on my heels, Rena's steps were sharply breaking twigs underfoot. I had to accept it. I was on the run, being chased by Rena. She caught me. It was all over. I realized it instinctively. I couldn't even begin to think of what the end would entail. Just that if I was caught, it was all over. That's all I knew. It didn't matter how it was going to end. I wouldn't let it end. Not without knowing anything. Not yet. That momentary lapse was all it took. Of all the things that could have happened, my knees buckled underneath me and I crumbled towards the ground. I tried to stand frantically, urging my legs to respond. I used my bat as a makeshift cane to prop myself up, but Rena was already standing right in front of me. Compared to me, out of breath and utterly exhausted, Rena was so cool and composed that she could have froze the air around her. She wasn't breathing hard at all. Rather, I couldn't even sense if her heart was beating.
何が怖いのかな。
Are you afraid of something, I wonder?
怯えるなんてケイチくんらしくないよ。
I wonder. It's not like you to tremble, Keiichi-kun. Her expression looked almost affectionate. Those soulless eyes, that mask of affection. As she admonished me for trembling, Rena's hands daftly slipped over her head. What? The blur of arms as they moved made me feel as if I was staring at the godliness of the thousand-armed Buddha. Then, as both her hands met above her head, the hatchet that she held came into focus. Hello? How is this not weird? Don't swing that at me. I stared up at it in disbelief. It was all I could do.
教えてくれ。
Tell me.
サトシはどうなったんだよ。
What happened to Satoshi? Rena stayed like that, with that hatchet raised above her head, and solemnly opened her mouth. It was as if she was expressing a farewell to a friend she was never to see again. That cruel scenario resided somewhere in her actions. Am I about to die here?
言ったよ。
I told you.
サトシ君は転校したの。
He transferred out.
そ
Okay.
の転校ってのをやめろよ。
Enough of that transfer crap.
鬼隠しってことなんだろ。
It means a demon to wait, doesn't it?
そうだろ。
Doesn't it?
もう教えてくれたっていいだろ。
You can tell me now, can't you?
サトシを消したのは誰だよ。
Who made Satoshi
レ
disappear?
ナか。
Was it
ミ
you?
オンか。
Mion?
それとも村の誰かが。
Someone in the village?
答えろよ。
Answer me! I became frantic the more I screamed, but Rena did nothing but maintain the smile frozen on her face.
ケイチ君が何を言ってるかわからないな。
I have no idea what Keiichi-kun is talking about. What do you mean?
じゃあ分かるように言ってやる。
I'm not saying the way you so you
連
do.
続開始事件の犯人は誰だ。
Who is the perpetrator of this chain of mysterious deaths?
ケイチ君は勘違いしてるよ。
This just seems genuine. This feels like you seem to be confused, Keiichi-kun. Like, yeah, like this seems normal. What?
人間の犯人なんかいない。
There is no human perpetrator. Don't say it's the curse.
すべてはお社様が決めることだもの。
Everything is by Oyashiro-sama's will.
お社様のたたりなんて迷信だろ。
Isn't Oyashiro-sama's curse just superstition?
レナは信じてるってのか。
You believe in that too?
信じるとか信じないとかじゃない。
It's not about believing or not.
お社様はいるの。
It's not about believing or not. Oyashiro-sama exists. Period. What does that mean? Oh, and the screen just turned bright red. Rena's gaze grew even more gelid? The ferocity of her stare was so intense, not allowing me to question anything.
お社様なんているわけが。
There's just no way that someone like Oyashiro-sama could exist.
ケイチ君は信じないの？
You don't believe?
お社様。
Oyashiro-sama? Oh boy.
信じられるはずないだろ。
There's no way I could believe it.
そんなのいるわけがない。
There's no way it could exist.
いるよ、
It exists.
お社様。
Oyashiro-sama exists.
ケイチ君だって身近に感じてるはずだよ。
Keiichi-kun should have felt it personally.
そんなもの感じたことないよ。
I never felt something like that.
ケイチ君さ、誰かに謝られたことない？
Keiichi-kun, haven't you felt someone apologizing to you before? Wasn't that you?
それもずっと。
Yeah, that was you. Constantly on top of that? Yeah, you. All noise from the outside world disappeared. Only Rena's voice resounded, loudly and terribly.
それはね、許してもらえるまでずっとついてくるの。
You see, until you forgive them, they'll always be with you. What does that mean?
学校へも、
At school?
お家へも、
At home?
枕元へも。
At your bedside? I couldn't understand what Rena was saying.
レナのところへも来たんだよ、
Came to me too.
お社様。
Oshiro-sama did.
だからレナは転校してひなみ沢に帰ってきたの。
That's why I transferred and came back to Hinamizawa. I don't understand. I don't understand. What does transfer even mean? What was Rena saying?
ケイチ君のところにもお社様来てるんじゃない？
Hasn't Oshiro-sama came to you as well, Keiichi-kun?
きっと相談に乗れるのは私だけ。
I'm probably the only one you can confide in.
ケイチ君を転校なんかさせないから。ね？
I won't let you transfer out, okay? I'm not trying to say that. Rena's demented laughter clanged around inside my head. Was Rena saying Oyashiro-sama came to her as well? That's right. Last night I had heard about that when I asked about Rena. Oh?
他言無用でお願いします。
Oh, here we go.
また内容には一部憶測も含まれているかもしれません。
Maybe speculation.
すべてが真実ではない。よろしいですね。
Oishi-san began speaking.
被害者も学校も告訴していないので、調書がないのです。
Neither the victims nor the school filed a complaint, so there's no preliminary report.
つまり、警察が関与してないわけなんですよ。
Basically, the police hadn't intervened in this matter.
ですから、詳細は関係者からの聞き取りのみなのです。
So all of these details are just what I heard from those involved.
つまり、信憑性が高くない。
Meaning it's not that credible. Okay.
被害者って言いましたか？
You said there were victims?
レナはガラスを割っただけじゃないんですか？
Didn't Renan just break all the windows? No, yeah, he talked about like someone like getting hit so bad that like they couldn't like they had permanent eye damage, I remember, but
Yeah.
here we go.
男子生徒が3人ほどリュウグウレナに殴られています。
No, Renan Ryugu had attacked 3 boys.
金属バットでです。
Oh, and it's a metal bat? Okay.
2人はあざで済みましたが、1人は片目に後遺症を残すほどの大怪我をしたそうです。
Two of them made it out with only bruises, but the other had been injured so badly that one of his eyes was permanently damaged. Wow. There is nothing you really can excuse that for.
それって傷害事件じゃないんですか？
Wouldn't that be considered assault?
警察は逮捕とかしないんですか？
Shouldn't the police have arrested her?
どういうわけか、被害者が告発しないんですよ。
Too afraid, I guess? For whatever reason, the victim never pressed charges.
警察に届け出がないので。
There was no report to the police, so they were beaten with the bat and suffered significant injuries. Normally there would be a criminal investigation. But why didn't they press charges?
被害者の男子生徒3人にもそれぞれ話を聞こうとしましたが、全員口が重いんです。
I tried asking the 3 male victims for their side of the story, but they all were
こう
reluctant.
言ってはなんですが、怯えてるんですよ。
It's hard to say, but they were all afraid.
彼女が転校した今でも。
Even after she had transferred schools. I mean, yeah, I'd be afraid too.
大石さん、
Oshi-san.
話を最初から整理して話してくれませんか？
Yeah, yeah. Oshi-san, could you summarize it starting from the beginning? Rena hit people when while she broke the windows? Or was it she started breaking the windows after she got bored of hitting people? They sounded similar, but the meanings were drastically different.
某月某日、
On an undisclosed date,
リュウグウレナは親しい男子生徒3人と一緒にプール倉庫のあたりで話をしていました。
Rena Ryugu was conversing with 3 male students, close friends of hers, near the pool storage shed. Wow, close friends?
その3人って何者ですか？
Who were those 3?
個人名は伏せますが、3人ともリュウグウレナととても親しい仲良しグループだったそうです。
I can't reveal their names, but they were close to Rena Ryugu, and it seems they were a group of friends.
彼女はこう言ってんだったんですな。
The lone girl in their group. So it wasn't that strange that the 4 of them were together.
それでどうなったんです？
So what happened?
理由はわかりません。
I don't know the reason why.
リュウグウレナはプール倉庫脇にあった野球部のバットを手に取り、3人を次々に殴り倒しました。
She took the baseball team's bat that was in the pool storage shed and beat the 3 of them down one after the other. Wow.
え？
Yeah, like as a first timer, like I can't wait till I like read through all this and do like a second playthrough because like oh my god, it's gonna make so much more sense. There were no witnesses. This was an account pieced together by the information given at the time of the incident. One day after school, Rena and the 3 male students were at the pool storage shed talking together. They weren't seeking help, rather they usually met up there. It appears it became a heated discussion. At that time, Rena underwent a change. Oh, whoa, phone, don't fall. The change was so abrupt that the 3 of them didn't comprehend what was happening. Then, taking the metal bat, she attacked her friends one after the other. Oh, the fact that, oh no. Leaving her friends covered in blood with gashes on their heads, she made her way towards the school building. I know, right? Like, it sounds so similar. This situation just sounds familiar. And why is Rena once again at, like, the top of this? Like, I don't understand. And then, yeah, because she's just smashing it. Then she broke the glass windows one after the other. A few minutes later, a teacher appeared on scene and subdued her.
レナに起こった変化って何ですか？
What was this change Rena underwent?
3人の証言で一致するのは、突然人が変わった。
What matches up in the statements from the three was a sudden change.
豹変したという点です。
The point that there was a transformation was, so like, transformation like where she's weird with those eyes and all that?
豹変。
Transformation? I also could recall Rena's transformation. I'd seen that change many times before. It was so different from the usual Rena that I couldn't help but believe it was someone else who looked like Rena.
その豹変っていうのはたびたびあったことなんですか？
That transformation they're talking about had happened before?
いえ、そういうのは全くなかったそうです。
No, there was nothing like that.
私も調べられる限り、彼女の過去や病歴等を追ってみましたが、見つけることはできませんでした。
Whoa, I just got so many viewers all of a sudden. As far as I could find out, in her medical history and past, there was nothing like that.
そのレナみたいに突然人が変わる現象って結構あるんですか？
Does that happen often? Where people change something like Rena did?
もちろんありますよ。
Of course it does.
精神的なものから性格的なものまでたくさんあります。
Oh, what the? What? Oh, hold on. Why did my phone just mess up? Of course it does. There are plenty of psychological phenomena that could cause something like that. Okay.
ではレナには潜在的に豹変する要素があったってことですか？
Then you're saying that there was a dormant element in Rena that caused that transformation? Okay.
断言はできません。
Cannot say that for certain.
ですが、竜宮レナをよく知る友人たちからの証言では、とても彼女にそういう要素があるようには思えません。
But according to the statements of her friend, it's hard to believe she had such a side to her. Kind, caring, and adorable. Even before she transferred here, she was probably pretty popular in school like she was now. That girl transforming suddenly and assaulting them with a bat. Who could imagine such a thing? Nobody could have seen it coming. I, myself, sometimes believe that I was mistaken for thinking that was Rena, even now.
そしてどうなったんですか？
Oh boy. Then what happened after that?
学校の正面が病院でしたので、3人はすぐに病院に担ぎ込まれ、手当てを受けました。
There was a hospital right across from the school, so the three of them were carried in and treated quickly.
レナは
What about Rena?
警察は
What about the police?
どうして警察沙汰にならなかったんですか？
Why wasn't there a criminal investigation?
警察は呼ばれなければ関与はできませんからね。
You see, the police can't get involved unless they are called. Really?
一人は後遺症を残すくらい大怪我したんじゃないんですか？
Even though one was badly injured with permanent damage?
どうして訴えないんです？
Why didn't they file charges?
私もそこは引っかかりました。
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Why didn't they? I don't know. I'm just confused. Maybe I'm just dumb. This one caught my attention as well.
何かの圧力、もしくは脅迫があったのか。
Either some threat or pressure was placed onto them. Definitely like, yeah.
それ
maybe
とも
both.
訴えたくても訴えられない理由があったのか。
Or they had a reason they couldn't file charges even if they wanted to.
もちろん大石さんのことですから調べたんですよね。
We're talking about you after all. Of course you looked into it, didn't you?
ねえ、まあ。
Well, yeah.
ですが、初めに言いましたよね。
But I told you at the beginning, didn't I?
被害者たちの口がとにかく重いのです。
That the victims were all very reluctant to talk.
触れたがらないというか、関わりたくないというか。
They didn't want to touch on the matter, or rather, they didn't want to be involved. Ah, I figured, because I know, I keep forgetting that it's 1983, so it's just like, yeah. It's like a crazy thing that they couldn't, like, really? They couldn't file charges off that? I mean, reluctant to talk, didn't want to touch it, didn't want to be involved. Oh, I don't know, I'm gonna right click. It resembled the villagers here in Oyoshiro-sama's curse.
学校の先生とかからは何も聞けなかったんですか？
So the teachers at that school tell you anything?
学校は聖域なんですよ。
A school is hollowed ground.
隠蔽体質とでも言いますか。
Yeah, definitely with the, yeah. Children and mental illness, like, yeah, I can, damn, like, you could say they tend to keep scandals under wraps.
私も捜査令状を取ってませんから弱いんですよね。
I didn't have a search warrant, so I had to tread lightly, you see. Okay, yeah. Why would you keep a scandal like that under wraps? Like,
じゃあ学校側はノーコメント。
then there was no comment from the school?
いえ、
No.
事件の存在自体を否定しました。
They denied the incident even happened?
ですが後日、
It's just...
間違いなく病院に3人の男子生徒が打撲で担ぎ込まれたのは事実なんです。
It's just 3 male students were carried in for blunt force trauma that day.
病院にその記録が残ってますので。
That's all there was in the hospital records. What? That's it? Oh yeah, just 3 guys just got beat on the head. That's it. Like, no!
被害者は語らず学校は否定する。
The victims didn't speak. The school denied it happened. I feel like it started with the school not saying anything, then the students not speaking, so it's like...
何もわからないじゃないですか。
Then you don't know anything at all.
ね
Yeah.
え、その事件があったという事実以上のことは何もわかりません。
I know nothing other than the incident itself had taken place.
被害者たちもこの事件が公になることを望んでいませんので、私と前原さん、私たち2人が忘れれば事件はそのまま闇に消えるでしょうな。
So if you and I both forget about it, Maebara-san, then this incident will probably just fade away. For a brief period, we sat in silence. At first glance, it looked like a simple assault case, but that was just the tip of the iceberg. The depths were obscured by roiling waves, sinking quietly into the void, as if it never existed to begin with.
その後、学校を謹慎で休学します。
After that, she was suspended by the school.
そしてその間、神経科医のカウンセリングを受けました。
During that time, she underwent psychiatric counseling.
その医者からは何か聞けたんですか。
Did you hear anything from that doctor?
これがまた職業倫理のしっかりした尊敬すべき方でしてね。
Again, they were very professional in regards to their ethics.
口が硬いんですよ。もうとにかく。
Or at least very tight-lipped.
警察手帳を見せてもダメなんですか。
Nothing even after you showed them your badge?
書面で申請しろと言われました。
I was told to get a warrant.
手帳自体に法的拘束力は何もありませんからね。
The badge itself has no legally binding authority after all. Yeah, that's true.
じゃあ大石さんはどうやってレナがお社様のことを告白したことを知ったんですか。
And how did you know that Rena confessed that it was Oyashiro-sama who did it?
一部を聞いてた看護師さんがいましてね。
It was a nurse I asked in that department.
この方は手帳を見せただけで協力してくださいました。
She agreed to help me just from showing her my badge.
それでなんと。
Then what did she say? Turns out that the nurse hadn't heard everything. Apparently all that she remembered was what she had heard from inside the room.
看護師さんが言うには、その時のリュウグウレナはとても淡々としていて落ち着いていたそうです。
The nurse said that at the time, Rena Ryugu was very calm and mild-mannered. That is interesting. That's not what I expected. It was more like she was confessing her sins at church than a counseling session. She spoke with their mother there for some of it, but partway through, her mother was asked to leave, so it became a private counseling session between just the doctor and Rena for a while.
例のお社様の話はどこで出てきたんですか。
The part with Oyashiro-sama, when did that pop up?
途中です。
Partway through.
その名前を突然叫んだのです。
She screamed the name suddenly.
だから看護師さんもびっくりして聞き耳を立てたのです。
That startled the nurse, and that's why she started listening in. Oh. It was Oyashiro-sama. Rena suddenly shouted that. I had no idea what was said before that, so I had no idea what the meaning behind it could have been. The doctor calmly and collectedly asked Renan to have a seat.
そのお社様というのは何ですか？
Ooh, what is this Oyashiro-sama you speak of? Gently, ever so gently. A fundamental part of counseling is to be a good, patient listener.
ひなみ沢を捨てた人は必ずお社様に追われるんです。
Whoever abandons Hinamizawa will be hunted down by Oyashiro-sama.
そしてとうとう私のところにも来たんです。
It's finally gotten to me.
竜宮さんが今のお家に引っ越される前に住んでいた町ですね。
That's the town you lived in before you moved here, isn't that right, Ryugu-san?
私は引っ越したくなかったけど、お母さんとお父さんの都合で仕方なく引っ越しました。
Yeah, he has been feeling a strange shadow lately. I didn't want to move, but because of my mom and dad's circumstances, we had to.
お社様は許してくれなかったんです。
But Oyashiro-sama wouldn't allow it.
竜宮さんはきっとひなみ沢にもお友達がたくさんいたんでしょうね。
Ryugu-san must have lots of friends in Hinamizawa.
今でも懐かしいんじゃないですか？
Even now you must be missing them dearly, don't you think?
帰りたい。
He wants to go back.
ひなみ沢に帰りたい。
Back to Hinamizawa.
帰りたいんじゃない。帰らなきゃいけない。
No, it's not that I want to go back. I have to go back.
本当はもっと早くに帰らなきゃいけなかった。
I should have gone back much sooner.
でももうダメ。
But now it's too late.
お社様が来てしまった。
Oyashiro-sama has come.
お社様というのはそのひなみ沢の神様なんですね。
I'm surprised I know that. Oyashiro-sama is the name of the god in Hinamizawa, isn't that right?
誰でも知ってるひなみ沢の守り神様なんです。
Everybody knows. It's Hinamizawa's guardian deity.
それでひなみ沢を捨てて出て行こうとすると罰を当てるんです。
And if you ever try abandoning... Wow. And if you ever try abandoning Hinamizawa by leaving, you'll incur its wrath.
竜宮さんが引っ越しをされたのはもうずいぶん前ですよね。
You had moved quite a while ago, haven't you?
では今になってその神様がやってきたということですか？
Then it was just how that this... It was just now that this god has arrived. Is what you're saying? Yeah, oh yeah.
信じないでしょう
There's
けど、
major similarities between
お
the
社
two.
様はいるんです。
You might not believe me, but Oyashiro-sama exists! The nurse was then asked by another nurse to do something and left the room. That was all she remembered.
お社様がか。
And it was Oyashiro-sama's doing, right?
確かにひなみ沢にはそういう迷信があります。
I do believe there is that kind of superstition in Hinamizawa.
里を捨てて出ていくとお社様の罰が当たると
If
い
you,
う。
okay, Oishi. That if you leave the village, then you incur Oyashiro-sama's wrath.
この辺りは前原さんもすでにご存知ですよね。
You should be familiar with this part, Maibaro-san. I knew very well what those scorned by the village incurred. To hinder the dam construction project, they cursed the dam construction foreman to his death. Then the following year, Sadako's parents, supporters, and leading advocates for the dam were cursed to their death. But this was the first time I've heard of the curse incurred by leaving the village.
初耳です。
This is my first time hearing that.
村の外敵がたたられるのはわかりますが、どうして出ていく村人まで？
I can understand outside threats by being cursed by the village, but why also villagers who leave?
普通出ていくものはたたられないものじゃないんですか？
Normally, people who leave villages aren't supposed to be cursed, right? I know it's a bit strange to say it, but I could see it as a rule that the people who come in are the ones who would be cursed. Far from Jupiter, far from his thunder. Curses weren't something to chase after people that leave, were they? Oishi-san pondered for a bit over on the other end of the receiver, then began speaking again.
ひなみ沢が大昔鬼ヶ淵と呼ばれていたという話はしましたよね。
Well, I told you long ago when Hinamizawa was called Onikakushi, didn't I? I recalled hearing that. Long ago, Hinamizawa was feared and respected as the village of demons.
麓の村人たちは鬼たちを崇めていました。
The villagers at the foot of the mountains worshipped the demons.
で、鬼ヶ淵は神聖な土地なので、絶対に不可侵。
Oh, I didn't think about that. But more than that, didn't he leave? Like, the very beginning. No, like, the first bit, they said he went to what? A funeral, right? Is that like, are they trying to link it back up to this? Because I know he left. Like, oh, I don't know. The villagers at the foot of the mountains worshipped the demons, so Onikakushi was hollowed ground that you could never enter.
むやみに立ち入ると、お社様のたたりがある。とされてきたんです。
Okay. It came to be said that if you entered carelessly, you were cursed by Oyashiro-sama. Oh, that is right, he did leave. Wow, okay, that's interesting. Those who set foot in Onikakushi, in other words, Hinamizawa, would be cursed. I could understand that.
それはわかります。
I know that.
でも、出ていくのまでダメってのは。
But for leaving to also be no good, that's...
鬼たちもまたですね。
Also the demons, you see.
俗世に出ていかないよう、お社様に厳しく見張られていたんだとか。
Also the demons, you see. They were being strictly watched by Oyashiro-sama so they would not enter into our world.
つまり、お社様っていうのは、俗世と鬼ヶ淵の交流を禁じていたんでしょうな。
In other words, Oyashiro-sama probably restricted interaction between Onikakushi and the rest of the world. Oh, that's right, he did hear constant apologies even back then. Yeah, then I guess, is that when he was cursed? I mean, I don't know what that... it could be. Yeah, right? Like, could it all be just in his head? Like, I don't know. Surely all this can't just be in his head. In other words, Oyashiro-sama probably restricted interactions between Onikakushi and the rest of the world. I see. I finally understood what sort of thing Oyashiro-sama was.
つまり、お社様ってのは、守り神ってよりも、監視者なんですね。
So basically, Oyashiro-sama is more like a warden than a protectorate deity, I guess.
この地を外界から隔離しようとする。
Trying to keep this place isolated from the rest of the world. That makes sense.
そんな感じになるんでしょうな。
I guess that's how it would seem.
すみません。私も詳しくないんです。
I'm sorry, I don't know very much myself.
この辺りはばあ様の受け売りでして。
This is mostly what was passed on to me from my mother. I could understand it a bit better if it was like that. Those who came to Hinamizawa would be cursed, and those who tried to leave would also be cursed. So, because Reina originally lived in Hinamizawa and moved away, she fulfilled the requirements for being cursed.
つまり、レナは望まない引っ越しをしたため、お社様のたたりにあったと、そう話しているわけですか。
So that means, because Reina moved away against its wishes, she was cursed by Oyashiro-sama, and that's what it adds up to? Oh, no, yeah. I worded
要
that
約す
wrong.
ると、そういう意味なんでしょうな。
I worded that wrong. Yeah, my bad. I worded that wrong a bit. My mind's like slowing. I don't know what I'm talking about. In short, that seems to be what it points to, I guess.
実際、この後しばらくしてひなみ沢に引っ越していますから。
I guess as a matter of fact, soon afterwards, they did move back to Hinamizawa after all. Those who abandoned Hinamizawa and left were cursed. But then, why only Rena? Shouldn't Rena's parents also have been guilty of the same transgression by moving away and have been cursed? Also, in this day and age in Japan, shouldn't there be a lot of people coming and going? If every single one of them was cursed, then it'd be insane. But in reality, it wasn't that big of a deal at all. At most, there'd be one person dying and one disappearing on the day of the Watanagashi. Yeah, it's like, what connects them, and yeah, what connects their similar, yeah, both experiences and circumstances. It's like, yeah, that's like the point. It's like, yeah, what connects those two together? At most, oh no, yeah, I already read that. I don't like saying at most, though.
まあ、とにかく、
Well, anyways,
わからないことだらけなんですよ。
there's a lot I still don't know.
お社様のたたりがどうだったにせよ、クラスメートを金属バットで殴った理由にはなりませんし、被害者が訴えない理由にもなりません。
Even if it was Oyashiro-sama's curse, it doesn't explain Rena beating her classmates with a metal bat, or why the victims wouldn't press charges.
まさか、前原さんも恐ろしいたたりが起こって、被害者たちがすくみ上がった、なんてこと信じるわけないですよね。
You don't think the victims were cowering because they believed that a terrible curse had befallen them, do you? Yeah, only leaving and going. Yeah, leaving and coming back are like the only thing that really connects them right now, like how it started. But that doesn't really explain it. Of course, I didn't want to believe it. Oh. But more importantly, I had just realized something else. That I had recalled a flashback scene for 30 minutes. Oh, okay. Oh, no, okay, we're talking about this. There was another bizarre connection that Rena made between Oyashiro-sama's curse and metal bats. Ah, yeah. Rena's is outside while Keiichi's inside, so that's another mystery. Satoshi fell victim to Oyashiro-sama's curse and went missing. I had recently learned that Satoshi had also become infatuated with the metal bat right before he disappeared, just like me. Then Rena as well. She was affected by Oyashiro-sama's curse. She confessed that much to the doctor. And the weapon which she had used at the time of the horrendous act was, again, a metal bat. What does that mean? And finally, me. I'd encountered various things that were inexplicable, and now I was holding onto a metal bat. Oh, I was shocked when I learned that Satoshi did the same thing. It couldn't be. Had the same thing happened to Rena? I mean, I guess he could have been cursed in his own way, because, I mean, he's an enemy of the village, but, like, no. It's just, like, Rena's and Keiichi's, like, they're, like, too connected in how it started that to, like, really say, like, I don't know. Couldn't be. Had the same time as Rena, but there was one critical difference between her and Satoshi's case. Yeah, is it a metal bat or is it just coincidence? I don't like how every one of them have had a bat up until now. First Rena and then now Keiichi, like, I don't know. And then Satoshi too, it's like, oh man. But there was one critical difference between her. Oh, I already read that. That being, Satoshi went missing after falling victim to the curse, but Rena was still here. Both of them had fallen victim to Oyashiro-sama's curse, yet they were met with different endings. And finally, me. I couldn't call it a coincidence anymore. Rena, Satoshi, and finally, me. Could it be that I really was under Oyashiro-sama's curse right now? No, more importantly than that, what should I do now? Satoshi had been demoned away, vanishing without a trace. Rena was fine. Fine? Rena had undergone a change. I could only believe that there was something that wasn't Rena residing within her. All of them has undergone change. Like, yeah, Rena with all that, and then Satoshi suddenly changing, and then carrying a bat around, and, like, mirroring Keiichi. So they must have gone through, like, similar thought processes and everything. So it's like, I don't know. Satoshi's, like, a big, like, question mark. Because we literally know nothing about him, but, like, he's literally, oh, man, it's just so confusing with him. He's just a big question mark right now. And here right now, standing before me. Oh, yeah, he definitely does. He's definitely gone delirious. Oh, here we go, we're back.
教えてくれ。
Rena, please tell me.
俺はどうなるんだよ。
What will happen to me? Rena stood imposingly, not answering.
サトシは消えた。
Satoshi disappeared.
だけどレナは消えなかった。
But Rena didn't disappear.
じゃあ俺はどうなるんだよ。
So, what will happen to me? I had never heard such an unpleasant laugh before. It became akin to the sound of her breathing. It was no longer a voice or an expression of feeling.
大丈夫だよ。
Yeah, something's driving them. Like, I don't know. It's like a disorder. I don't know. it's some sort of disorder that's causing them to, like, drive them to aggressive violence like this. Slowly doubting, seeing things. But I don't understand, like, yeah, what's the conditions, all that. Don't worry.
レナが助けてあげるから。
I'll save you. Rena took one step forward, still holding the hatchet high above her head. The fact that both of them, it's like both of them right now, it's like, I don't know, right? Like, because they both have the same thing. Like, Ren is, like, being violent right now with this fucking, oh, okay. Sorry for my language. I did not mean to curse, but with the hatchet, like, and then Keiichi's, like, holding a bat, and it's like, she still has the hatchet above her head, right? Like, it's just like a bad link, because they're both about to do something violent.
さあ、
Now then, one step closer. Rena's face spread out to fill my vision.
話して。
Speak. One step closer. Rena's nose close enough to touch mine, and was still pushing close.
話したいことがあるんだよね。レナが聞いてあげる。
Yeah, no, I think they both lost their mind at this point. There's something you want to say, isn't there? I'll listen. Yeah, I'm definitely taking that into account, but like, I feel like,
助けてあげるから。
I'll save you,
ね、
okay?
話してね。
Speak, okay?
話してね。
Speak, okay? I slumped down, landing squarely on my butt. It wasn't for some pathetic reason. It was all I could do to get as far away from Rena. I had the gut feeling that I couldn't let her laughter end. Because when that laughing ended, the moment I picked up on that feeling, my body moved by instinct. Uh-oh. I sprang to my feet so fast, even I couldn't believe it, and pushed Rena away with both hands. Wow, I couldn't even read it that fast. Rena was as light as a feather. Thrown about by the unbalanced weight of the hatchet, she was sent backwards as if she had been carried off by the wind. After confirming that out of the corner of my eye, I dashed off at full speed. I was the perfect picture of fleeing like a greased pig. What is that saying? Of fleeing like a greased pig? That's a weird to get away from Rena. Run away. Survive. I couldn't think of anything other than this. Casey just needs to see a doctor, man. Like they just need to he's just constantly put under stress that it's just building up. Yeah, she attacked innocent people. I don't know, right? I don't know what to believe from Rena. She's definitely she definitely believes in Oyashiro. I feel like that's definitely part of it. And it's oh man, it's I don't know. Rena's I don't know if she is or isn't a threat. I don't know if he's seeing things or if he's definitely very delirious at this point. It's come to a point, right, where he's been so paranoid to an unbelievable degree. And it's Oishi's kind of feeling that, right? Unintentionally he's feeling that. And it's just he doesn't have anyone else that could get him out of it or just help him because they don't know. Only Oishi knows what he's telling him. So it's it's not helping. But yeah, it's I don't know. He's just he needs help. And if he doesn't get help, then yeah. He's just yeah, Keiichi just needs some real help. And it's he just needs to chill out. While I was running, I remembered I'd been holding onto a bat the entire time. Such a worthless weapon. I couldn't believe I'd forgotten about this weapon at such an important time. I sped even farther down the winding path. I didn't even feel myself gasping for breath or my legs getting heavy. My body understood it as well. If I didn't run away from here, I wouldn't live. I could hear the laughter that... Wow, what a word. Simulacrum of Rena coming from behind me. She's still chasing me? It rang through the trees and in my head, and slowly chiseled away at my sanity. Yeah, right? And it's he doesn't have anyone that can either correct him or it's what Oishi says. It's take everything with a grain of salt, but Keiichi's taking it so seriously that it's He doesn't stop to think. He definitely thinks, but it's definitely something that's incorrect. And it's like, yeah, he's letting it completely, mess him up in the head. And it's, okay, that sounds bad. I don't like saying it like that. Making him just, delirious. It's man. It's just not good. He doesn't have anyone that could help him, really. It's like what he said. There's one undeniable truth to it. And at this point, it's like no one could really, help him. It's just he's just, almost too far gone. The girl with the tree thinned out, my field of vision suddenly expanding. Where was this? For a moment, I was bewildered by the scenery I felt. I felt I knew, but couldn't quite remember. Yeah, his imagination is something. So, yeah, could be, I don't know. It was the dam site. Oh, we're at the dam site? The fact that I dashed madly and ended up in a place like this gave me a bad feeling, like I was following someone's scripted plot. Yikes. I had a good view of my surroundings, but I didn't see a single soul here. This was a terrible spot for someone on the run, but there was no better place for an attacker. My heart was already on the verge of bursting. The muscles in my legs were screaming, but I didn't care. If I stopped here, then they might not even be able to scream for much longer. Even still, I glanced back, looking for an excuse to rest. Reno wasn't there. Is that my meta? Instead, I saw two villagers walking around. Oh, okay, thank God. I breathed a sigh of relief that it wasn't Reno but a third party. Except the voice inside me rang the alarm once again. Villagers walking around weren't suspicious in and of themselves, but it bothered me. They both wore rough-looking clothes. Empty-handed, they definitely gave the impression that they were just out for a walk. Okay. But at this time of day, two adults wandering around without a purpose, it was enough to raise questions. Okay, but... Oh... But more than anything else, those eyes. They weren't chit-chatting while talking, they were both silent, heading forward, looking in my direction. Was I at the end of my rope and had finally started imagining things? No, you've definitely been imagining something this whole time. I should run away. That was probably the best choice. If they weren't involved, I'd lose them easily by running. If they were part of the group after me, then they would come running over after me. Literally no one. It's just too late, I think. I feel like this is why this chapter's difficulty is ranked, the highest. It's just, it's just, by the time, it's just too late. By the time the story starts, it's it's already too late, it feels like. That's why the difficulty's so high. It's just there's nothing you can do right from the start. Either way, unless I hurried up, Reno would catch up with me. That's right, I was going to run. Deciding that the moment I began to turn tail, both of them rushed towards me, as if they knew exactly what I was thinking. Uh-oh. Somewhere inside me, I had jumped to the conclusion that Reno was the only thing I need to be afraid of. I made the assumption that I didn't need to fear anything else. I mean, yeah, I understand that, but I mean, on top of it, it's wow, it's just he just has no one that can help him. I know there's probably more characters introduced in later chapters, but right now, with the current cast, just there's not a lot he can do. But right now, I realize just how blatantly wrong I was. Suddenly, the story Oishi-san told me about the demons all leaving the village to hunt prey floated through the back of my mind. I could tell they were both coming after me without even turning around because they're frantic? I'm assuming frantic footsteps? Hold on, I sound too, happy for this scene. I gotta tone it down to make it more serious. It was frightening. Being unable to shake Reno off as he slowly closed in on me, but this didn't even compare. Being pursued with such violent ferocity, the straightforward horror was unparalleled. One of the pursuer's arm grazed my shoulder. Uh-oh. Okay, no, yeah, this is definitely... We can't be hallucinating this. Now it wasn't just their frenzied footsteps, but also the distinct sound of their breathing that I could hear. I know, right? It's so hard to, it's such an impossible mystery. At the beginning, the hardest part at the beginning. no, I could practically feel them breathing on me. They were already right behind me. Calm down, Keiichi Maibara. Still running at full tilt, I felt the surrounding area go to still. No, it felt like time itself had stopped. Wait a minute, didn't he have like a situation like this before, where it was like time stopped, and it was like he almost got hit by that van, and it's like once again, this is happening again. I don't know if it's like just visual novel type stuff or like what the hell. I turned my head back slightly in that frozen world, realizing how close my pursuers had gotten to me. I couldn't win against the legs of an adult. In less than the time it would take to blink twice, when this frozen time began moving again, they'd be right on top of me. On top of me, and then... Don't think about that, Keiichi. First, realize that you won't be able to shake them off like this. Wow, what is this? Monologue? If the fact that you can't get away was a given, then you need to make a decision. Go with the right leg or go with the left. You just need to decide which one. Let's go with the left. The moment I decide that, the temporal singularity burst into pieces. I know, right? Yeah, having an unreliable oh my, I don't even know how I said unreliable there. Having an unreliable narrator just like, yeah, it makes the mystery a lot harder because you don't know what to believe. Right. Left. I swung the bat in a wide arc with my right arm. Using that inertia, I stopped and suddenly spun.
No! What?
The two of them were clearly startled. Momentarily losing sight of me, both of their outstretched arms, ready to grab me, instead of grasping at empty space. The man on the right, I applauded him for being able to figure it out, spun around to the spot I shouldn't have been, and faced me in astonishment. But it was too late. I didn't even need to swing my bat. All I needed to do was to extend my arms as I turned around. Ooh! Ow! He just swing it anywhere. It was by no means a heavy blow, but it seemed like it had enough power behind it to knock him off his feet. Ow! But just knocking him down was enough to scare him away. He got back up in no time. Both of them took a fighting stance and were ready to face me. Oh man. Come on, Keiichi. This made me certain they weren't just two people out for a walk. They were clearly after me. No, yeah, I think they're definitely after him. Hell, much easier than dealing with Rena. Really? Just by not reckoning. Oh, okay. By not knowing them made it easier. Okay, I figured that was what he was gonna say. I smiled wryly on the inside.
俺に何か用かよ
What do you want with me?
次は眉間にお見舞いするぞこの野郎
The next one is going to be right in your face, you bastard. It's fine if it was just a bluff. By barking out at them, I was able to fire myself up. Okay, yeah. No, now I think about it, yeah, right? He's attacked, he's gone even more hysterical. Like, is this... Oh, no. Am I about to claw out my own throat? Oh, no. I'd rather not. They didn't respond. They spread out to either side of me with unbelievably calm expressions on their faces. One of them would grab on my bat and the other would hold me down. Was that their plan? Oh no, don't let it happen. Taking on both of them at once would be impossible. Hot sweat poured from every pore in my body. And I just had to settle it with the first move. I step in and strike the first one down. I have to go all in on that first one. If you mess up the first move, it's over. Narrowing my target down to the man on the right who had already been knocked down before, I stepped in and swung with all my might. Oh, are you gonna like hit it over his head? There was no way for an unarmed person to guard against it. This caused immense damage. They blocked it with their arms. Their bone would snap like a twig. If they turned their back to it, then it was possible that the blow would travel all the way to their vital organs. Oh, no, don't describe it like that. Like he was aware of this. He pushed farther through the kill zone between us and delivered a fist right into my gut. Not good. With this distance, in this position, and in this state, there was no way for me to dodge it. He didn't swing first. Oh, no. The world flipped upside down. I understood that I was being tossed around like a rag doll. I landed on the soft earth without a sound, feeling the grainy soil press against my face. It didn't hurt at all. Really? Oh, okay. I was like, it didn't hurt at all, he said, as the screen turned very red. But the moment I thought that, I suddenly felt pain coming from the aberrations on my skin, as well as the contents of my stomach being forced upwards, flooding my mouth with a bitter sensation. Oh, I knew very well that I didn't have the time to relish this experience. I stood up as quickly as I could, but at that moment the other man was already barreling towards me. Uh-oh. Being able to comprehend calmly that I simply couldn't dodge it made it all the more upsetting. After plowing my stomach full force once again, my assailant twisted around behind me and locked his thick arm around my neck. Am I about to die? My throat felt like it was about to be crushed by his immense strength. I couldn't even contemplate that I was being strangled or that I was about to go unconscious. No. These are not people that are just trying to stop. I thought he was hallucinating and attacking random people, or I kind of did. But like, no. You would not tap someone out like this. This is not okay. I was instantly darkened and a silent whining noise began playing deep inside my mind. It took everything I had to keep myself from blacking out. While this was happening, the other man was more than likely standing in front of me. Uh-oh. I wasn't able to open my eyes, but I could feel that he was there. There was nothing I could do now. Unable to shake this arm off me, I couldn't run. I couldn't fight back. Dire straits. I couldn't even come up with the phrase that adequately described my situation. Uh-oh. No. What happened? No. Bro, if they ended it like here on a cliffhanger, I'm crying. Okay. Well, where's this? This looks different. Oh, and now we get happy music. We should get happy music? Okay. A familiar ceiling. I smelled the bed and pillows. I know them well. Is this your room? Was this my room? Normally there wouldn't be anyone in my room besides me, but their presence made me spring wide awake. When I did that, pain shot throughout my entire body. Okay, he definitely did. We're involved. Oh, whoa! Feeling alright?
横になってた方がいいと思うよ。
Hold on, wait, what? It's gonna be another like 40 minutes probably, like 30. Yeah, but it doesn't, oh, okay, hold on. 1 second, chat. There we go, I'm back. Feeling alright? I think you better just lie down for a bit. When did you get here, Rena? Am I about to die? I was right in my room! Blood began to surge through my muscles and my capillaries. But Rena's smile belonged to the Rena I knew well. I knew I shouldn't let myself feel this way. By relaxing, this version of Rena was safe.
俺はどうして
Why am I...
覚えてないの？
Don't you remember?
意識がなくなってからのことは全然
After losing consciousness, nothing at all. My body had become more lethargic than I could ever have imagined. I I guess that would be the expected outcome after exerting everything I had back there. I tried to at least clear my head, but I just couldn't shake the sluggish feeling out of my mind.
一応お医者さんにも電話したから、
Oh, finally he's getting a doctor. Oh, maybe this could end happily after all. He's finally getting a doctor. I called the doctor.
もうすぐ来ると思うよ。
He should be here soon.
それまで横になってた方がいいと思うな。
I think you'd better just lie down until then. I wasn't injured seriously enough to merit calling a doctor. But knowing that someone impartial was coming was slightly reassuring.
俺、どうしてここにいるんだ？
Why am I here?
確か、ダム現場で。
I'm sure I was at the dam site.
それはレナが聞きたいな。
What? That's what I want to know.
何があったのかな。
Can this get off my screen? Oh, no, 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 no. What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? Why did that all pop up? What happened? Why did it do that? Okay, I don't know why that happened. That scared the crap out of me. Why did it do that? That's what I want to know. What happened? Why did it... Yeah, why did that
レナが
happen?
行った時には、ケ
Steam!
イチく
What
ん
the
倒
hell?
れてて。
When I got there, Keiichi-kun was already... Oh no, bro. I don't want to click off this, but like, I can't... I literally can't see it on my screen, so I don't know why it's here. I can't get rid of it. How do I get rid of this? Yeah, he's hacking my account, I guess. Can I get this out of here? Oh, okay. There we go. I closed it. Okay. I don't know why it did that, and it just played a random YouTube video in my ear. That's what I want to know. What happened? When I got there, Keiichi-kun was already passed out. Alright, there we go. I fixed
だ
that.
から
Oh my god.
聞きたいのは俺の方だよ。
That's why I'm the one who wants to know.
変な二人組に襲われて。
I was attacked by two weirdos. As I talked about, I finally remember what happened right before I passed out. Recalling that memory and the terror that went along with it caused the fogginess around my head to clear right up. Let's forget about those two for now. I didn't expect Rena to be nursing me. I thought Rena was trying to kill me. She would have had the perfect chance while I was unconscious, and she probably doesn't want to kill you then. Not only did she not kill me, she had nursed me back to health.
よく俺を引きずってここまで来れたな。
Amazing you could drag me all the way back here.
重かったろ。
Wasn't I heavy? Looking at Rena's delicate frame, it was hard to believe that she had not only gotten me back home, but even dragged me all the way up to the second floor. Yeah, wait, when did she do that? Yeah, I don't know why it did that. That was so weird. I've never seen it do that. Yeah, for some reason it linked me to the OST that I was playing. I was like, what? Looking at Rena's delicate frame, it was hard to believe that she had oh no, I already read that. Okay, she has some help?
ケイチくん、覚えてないの？
Don't you remember Keiichi-kun? Rena appeared a bit surprised, but still kept her smile.
レナはケイチくんに肩を貸しただけだよ。
I only propped you up on my shoulder.
大丈夫、自分で歩けるってケイチくんが。
You said you could walk on your own and that you were fine.
覚えてない？
You don't remember? I didn't remember. Memory was fuzzy out to the point where I had lost consciousness.
二人組はどうした？
What about those two?
え？
Huh?
レナが来た時、俺と一緒に、あるいはそばに二人組の男が。
When you got there, Rena, the ones with me, or rather those two guys,
いなかったよ。
there wasn't anyone. Am I? Am I repeating? Oh, no, I am. Right. What am I doing? Bro. Oh, my God. What is going on with me? There wasn't anyone. I just repeated myself again. I just repeated myself again. No. No way. I just repeated myself again. I keep doing it because I talk and I forget that I just read it. I repeat myself again. She said it bluntly. The way she stated it felt slightly unpleasant. I was just too timid at that time. I might have been able to force some answers out of Rena. But if I did that, then this kind Rena might transform into the scary Rena who I didn't know. Fearing that, I didn't press any further. Thinking about it, it was the obvious choice. If both of those men were there, I don't think Rena would even have stood a chance. I couldn't find a way to explain unless I assumed she brought me here after those two were already gone. Oh no. I'm getting cursed too, I guess. By the end of this, I probably will, depending on how it ends. Rena was still smiling. Her eyes sparkled warmly. Yet, I felt like I was hallucinating when I saw something. Something akin to a shadow slowly creeping over her across her face. That small omen sent shivers down my spine. While Rena was still Rena, I needed to make contact. I needed to contact Oishi-san. Rena stopped me when I tried to get out of bed. She would aggravate my wounds, so I should sleep.
トイレに行きたいんだけどな。
I'd like to go to the bathroom, though.
ごめん。
Rena couldn't say anything else. While Rena stayed in the room, I quickly went downstairs to get the phone receiver in the living room. Uh-oh. When I approached the front door, the doorbell rang ding-dong. It must have been the doctor Rena had called. Oh, okay, perfect. I didn't think about that. It was strange for a patient to welcome in the doctor who was making a house call. But it would be incredibly reassuring to have him here for the considerate time it would take Oishi-san to get here. I carelessly opened the door with that simple assumption and regretted it almost instantly. Oh, who is it?
ミオン。
Oh, we have Mion.
あれ元気そうだね。
Oh, you look just fine.
倒れてたって言うから様子見に来たんだけど。
I heard you collapsed, so I came to check up on you.
なんで俺が倒れてたって知ってるんだよ。
How did you know I collapsed? Let me guess, Rena?
レナが電話してきたから。
I heard it from Rena over the phone.
他に理由が必要？
Do I need any reason other than that? Kinda, actually. I understood why she would call a doctor. But why Mion, too? Rena was descending the stairs behind me.
レナ、ケイちゃん大丈夫そうだよ。
Rena, doesn't Kei-chan look pretty alright?
たく、心配して損した。
She made me worry for nothing.
そうだね。
That's true.
レナも心配して損したかな。
Maybe I worried for nothing as well. They both started laughing. It appeared to be cheerful laughter, but I couldn't shake the feeling that there was a darkness looming over them.
うわ、なにこの下駄箱。
Well, what's up with this shoe rack? Oh, right, we never cleaned that.
どうしてたの？
How'd it get like this? The shoe rack that I'd smashed to pieces had been like that since yesterday.
転んでさ。
I fell, you see.
その拍子に持ってたバットで叩いちゃったんだよ。
And the bat I was holding at the same time slammed into it.
持ち慣れないもん振り回してるからこういうことになるんだよ。
This is what happens when you swing around something you're not used to handling. I kept the fact that it was none of her business to myself. What a line. It's mean, but I don't know why I laughed at that. Oh, that's messed up. I'm not laughing at
でも
that.
これじゃ、おばさまたちが帰ってきたらびっくりしちゃうね。
Believing it like this will really startle your parents when they get home. I know, right? I mean, there's no music either. It's not really... It's definitely like, oh man. It's just a normal moment, yet it makes me feel uneasy.
後でレナが片付けておくね。
I'll fix it up for you later.
さあ、ほらケイちゃん。
Now, come on, Kei-chan.
重病人なんだからちゃんと寝てないとダメだよ。
The terminally ill need their rest.
さあさ
Okay.
あ、お布団に戻った。
Come. Back in bed. Both of them urged me up the stairs. I had no chance to call Oishi-san. Oh, I don't like the fact that we can't call him. But this is just innocent concern. Nothing to worry about. I was pushed into my bed. As it was the first time Mion had been in my room, she began searching around it intently. She fiddled around my room and was scolded by Rena. You can imagine how it went. It was uncomfortable having my room poked around, but the conversation was so benign that it was heartwarming. During the innocent conversation, Mion said something as though it was perfectly ordinary.
レナ、
Rena,
監督には電話した？
you called the director. Director?
うん。
Yep.
みーちゃんに電話した後すぐにね。
Right after I called Michan.
すぐ来るって言ってたよ。
He said he'd be right over. Director? That out of place word gave me a bad feeling. Rena called a doctor. Then called Mion. And after that she called a director? Who was this director? I don't like that. What does that mean? Because Rena and Mion's conversation was so peaceful, it only felt slightly odd.
二人とも何の話をしてるんだよ。
What are you two talking about?
監督ってなんだよ。
Who's this director?
ケイちゃんしんどいの？
Didn't you know Kei-chan?
監督って言ったら監督だよ。
Oh, wow. That really helps. We mean the director when we say director.
映画の監督とか、
Like the director of a movie.
工事現場の監督とか。
What? Or like a foreman of a construction site. Oh, way to make it weird. I dug through all of my memories for a director who might have business with me. No one. Only one thing came to mind. What Rena had just said. It's a construction site foreman. Very first victim of the first incident. The dismemberment at the damn construction site. The foreman? But that was strange. He was supposed to be dead. There was no way they could call him.
お前らが何の話をしてるのかわからないよ。
I don't understand what you guys are talking about.
その監督が俺と何か関係あるのか？
What does that director have to do with me?
来るって言ったけど、うちに来るのか？
You said he was coming. Did you mean to my house? I asked one obvious question, asked for another. But all the two of them did was smile coolly at each other. What? There's a huge difference between how the two of them appeared and how my suspicions were playing out. Slowly, I felt discomfort and panic welling up inside me. I couldn't understand what Rena and Mion were talking about.
ケイちゃん、最近は野球に凝ってるんだよね。
Kei-chan, you've gotten into baseball lately, haven't you?
監督。それ聞いたら喜ぶと思うな。
Pretty sure the director will be pretty happy to hear that. So he's someone that likes baseball then?
だから監督って誰だよ？
So who is this director?
監督は監督さんだよ。
Wow. Way to be perfectly vague as to not help with things. Okay. The director's a director.
だ
Okay.
から監督って誰だよ？
So who's this director? Why is everyone laughing at me? Rena and Mion looked at each other and laughed haughtily. Okay. That disturbing cackle unpleasantly resounded around me. Okay, the first laugh was like, okay. This one's like, no. That laugh, long enough to be unsettling, ended abruptly.
そうだ。
Oh yeah,
監督が来る前に済ませとくかな。
we should finish it up before the director comes.
ケイちゃん、覚えてるかい？
You remember, don't you, Kei-chan? Oh, no, I don't. Her face was laughing, but Mion's eyes told a different story. Her eyes don't seem different.
覚えてるって何をだよ？
Remember what?
ケイチくん忘れちゃったのかな。
Okay, hold on. Okay. Keiichi-kun, had he forgotten, I wonder?
罰ゲームなんだよ。
Oh, about the penalty. But from what? The penalty? Oh, that's right. Because I didn't finish the mochi, and I threw it after they tried, like, giving me a sewing needle.
罰ゲームなんだよ。
About the penalty?
忘れちゃったのかな。
Did you really forget?
おはぎの宿題。
The homework with the mochi? No, I remember.
どれがレナの作ったおはぎかを当てる宿題。
The homework where you're supposed to guess which one Rena made?
あれ、確か宿題忘れだったよね。
You forgot about that homework, didn't you? I mean, yeah, he's had a lot to worry about. I certainly did have that homework. But I had thrown away the rest of the mochi after I found that sewing needle. So I wasn't able to answer which one Rena made. What does that add? The penalty for that? Why now? Why? No doubt my question was written all over my face. Their answer to my question was that dry laughter. I could no longer make heads or tails of anything. I began to think that this entire day was somehow insane. Oh, definitely. Strange. Incomprehensible. Being chased by Rena. Attacked by strange men. Penalty Mion and Rena were talking about. I mean, come on. At this point, the laughing's just a bit excessive, don't you think? What were these two laughing at? I mean, they're laughing, like, hard. Like, I've never laughed that hard in my life. Wow, they're laughing. It didn't take that long for me to realize I'd been dragged into an abnormal situation. Yeah, all these days have been just insane. Who were these two? Who were these people? Who were these doppelgangers of Rena and Mion? Oh, there's the eyes! Rena had gotten behind me at some point. Why was she pinning my arms behind my back? What are you doing?
動かないでね。
I'll move.
罰ゲームだから。
Should penalty. Uh-oh. Oh no, what are you about to do to me? My body was already very sluggish, and Rena pinning my arms made it that much harder to move. I seriously tried to struggle, but she wouldn't even budge. My panic began to well up, and I realized this was well beyond the realm of jokes and pleasantries. This freakishly monstrous strength would have been impossible for the Rena that I knew. Then these thin, fragile arms grasping me tightly. Whose arms were they?
ケイちゃん、抵抗しちゃダメだよ。
Kei-chan, no struggling.
快速台、何錠でもいいや。
Club rule member. I said member. Club rule number. It doesn't matter which one.
罰ゲームに抵抗しちゃダメなんだからさ。
Can't fight against the penalty. Mion, no, that thing that looked like Mion. Spoke to me like how Mion would speak to me. But I was certain that this was not Mion. Someone who wasn't Mion. Someone who was just pretending to be Mion. That's a new laugh.
監督が来る前に済まさないとね。
Need to finish this up before the director comes. I don't like that. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? I know, right? The doppelgangers and then just creepy eyes. What is this? Need to finish this up before the director comes. Oh, I repeated myself again. Oh! Mion fished into her pockets and pulled out something bizarre. I can tell it was just by looking. For such a thing to be in her pocket, my mind wouldn't accept it. What is it?
なんだよそれ。
What is that? It was a small syringe. The small clear syringe. The kind a doctor might use if you went to them with a high fever. What does that mean? Rena held me even tighter. There's no, what? And I could hear that clanging laughter that no longer sounded like laughter blaring into my ear. That eerie laughter. It wasn't something that the Rena I knew could ever produce from her own throat. This thing that was pretending to be Rena, was that the real laugh? Unable to defend myself, the syringe Mion was holding drew closer. Oh, okay. Oh, I forgot, yeah, this looks normal, right? I forgot it's not like, yeah, I thought this was a new sprite for some reason. I'm dumb. And that needle tip was weighed right in front of my face countless times.
大丈夫大丈夫。
Don't worry, don't worry.
痛くないから痛くないから。
I know, right? Like, they're talking the same, but like, the tone of the scene. It's like, it was all nice, but it's like, oh, okay. It won't hurt, it won't hurt.
何をする気だよ。
What are you doing?
これは一体何の真似だよ。
What kind of sick joke is this?
ケイちゃん、何言ってんだか。
What are you saying, Kei-chan?
分かってんでしょ。
You know exactly what's going on, don't you?
何が？
But what?
俺には何が何やらさっぱりわからねえよ。
I don't understand any of this at all.
知ってるくせに。
I know you know.
今さらかまととぶられてもな。
No use playing the fool this late in the game.
わけのわからないことを言って、俺を煙に巻くのはやめろ。
Stop talking nonsense to try and confuse me.
富武さんと同じ目に遭ってもらう。
What? You're going to have done to you what happened to Tomitake-san. Oh, and now her face is... Uh-oh. Now the eyes are there, and he didn't even say anything about how this was not... I mean, he clearly did, but he didn't make the eyes. The same as Tomitake-san. I didn't really understand what she meant. What did that have to do with the syringe?
ケイチくん、とぼけてるね。
You're playing dumb, Keiichi-kun.
うすうすは気づいてたくせに。
You should have realized it by now. Rena whispered into my ear, laughing as if to admonish me. But even the way she spoke was repulsive beyond compare. Playing dumb? Me? About what? What do you mean the same as Tomitake-san? Oh no.
みんな初めはひき逃げされたものだと思っていました。
Everyone thought at first that it was a hit and run.
ですが、意識を確かめるために近づいた警官はすぐに異常に気づきました。
Except when the officer got closer to check if he was still alive, he soon noticed it wasn't a normal situation.
喉がね、
His throat was
引き
scratched
裂かれ
out.
ていたんですよ。
No, are you telling me
ナイフとか？
from a knife or something?
いえ、
No.
爪でした。
Nails. Nails? Nails and fingernails? With those gouged through? That's right. Tomitake-san had clawed out his own throat with his own nails and died. There's no way someone could die like that. So then for that to happen...
薬物を疑いましたが、そういう類のものは検出できませんでした。
We thought drugs were to blame, but nothing of that nature was detected. That's right. The police didn't find any drugs in Tomitake-san's system.
警察は富武さんの遺体から薬物は検出できなかったって言ったぞ。
The police told me they didn't find any drugs in Tomitake-san's body. What does that mean? Is that... Oh, okay, that was them laughing. Okay, I was like, is that... Okay, the two of them laughed together with that sickening laughter. Of course they'd laugh. To assume that such a medicine didn't exist just because the police didn't know about it was completely foolish. Meaning the drug that caused Tomitake-san to die in such a bizarre manner did exist? If Mion injected this into me, that would probably be all the proof I needed. That would basically mean I'd end up the same as Tomitake-san. Become hysterical, scratching out my throat in my last moments, then die. Such an outrageous drug to exist. For Mion to be holding it, and that I was about to be injected with it. At that moment, I did not feel there was any need whatsoever to question it. What kind of idiot, when he's trying to dodge a ball flying straight for his face, has time to think of a reason as to why it's flying at him.
観念しなって。んじゃ。
Just give up. Alright then. Oh, now it's back to normal. Oh, okay. Mion's actions lacked any gravitas, and that made it even more terrifying. There was none of the ceremony like when someone is sentenced to death. There was no hesitation at all, as if she was brushing her teeth. Mion reached out with one hand and grabbed onto my chest. Until the electricity had run through the back of my head and the entire world had gone dark. Did I stand up too fast? Or did someone hit me really hard in the back of the head? When I lost my sense of balance, I was assaulted by a wave of dizziness. Uh-oh. No, don't tell me it just ends. No, what's going on? No, 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 no way. No, 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 no. Do not tell me it ends there. We're going to chapter 2 not knowing what happened? Don't do it.